What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video de su compadre Scarface. You guys know I'm everywhere. Do you see where I'm at today? I'm in Arlington, Texas at the Summit Racing Store, the headquarters where you get, this is like a candy store when you were a kid, or a toy store. As you guys know, Safire, we blew the engine finally at the Rock'em event, at the grand opening. She doesn't have a heart. And we had been looking for a short block here, short block there, used. They had a lot of miles. So between Boyd and I, we decided, let's go to Summit, let's go through somewhere else, and let's get a Luminator. So we're gonna get a Luminator, 3rd gen Coyote short block. And we came to pick it up here at Summit Racing. So join me, let's get it. I think it's already ordered from Bomberos Performance. So we're gonna pick it up. Then we're gonna take it to Boyd, and hopefully we can get some of the action on Boyd, receiving it, installing it. So sit back, relax, get yourself some popcorn, hang out with the family. Y vamos a empezar este video con, venimos a levantar un corazón nuevo para la Safire. La Safire de su corazoncito se le quebró en el evento de Rock'em, pero venimos aquí a Summit, en Arlington, Texas, a levantar un motorcito nuevo para la Safire. ¡Vámonos! Man, if you've never been to this store, I'm going to give you guys a quick little look at what they sell. As soon as you come in the store, check it out. Hijo de su madre. Look at all the stuff they have. That's crazy. Holy cow. All right, let's check it out. Look at this. Look at this. We came to the ultimate grown-ups toy store in here. They have everything you need for your rides in here. Check it out. They got short blocks. Damn, look at the pulley systems they have right here. They got the rear ends, suspensions. Golly. All the stuff they have here. Look at this. Look at this. Híjole. You literally go crazy in this store right here. This right here looks like their wire harnesses right there. There's a painless. That's a painless one. Look at this. Look at all this. Golly. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is crazy. I feel like I'm in heaven in here. Golly. If you've never been to the store, please be careful when you come in here, because look at all this. And today we're gonna leave with a couple things. I'm actually looking for a boost gauge. So we're gonna look for the boost gauge for my truck. Check out the turbos, cooling fans, carburetors. Sheesh. Check out this section. Oh my God. Damn. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy. Look at this one. My favorite. My favorite. All right, so we got the boost gauge. Now we're just waiting for the short block. Pero estamos esperando, pero ya ahora sí tenemos boost gauge to see how much boost this truck is going to be making. Mira, hasta pinche remote control cars traen aquí. Aquí tienen, la neta que tienen de todo, hasta rines y la chingada. But they just called us out. We gotta go to one of their bays outside. Oh, look at the clusters. Before we leave, clusters time. Nice, nice, nice. Winches. Híjole. Para cambiar llantas. No, hombre, aquí está pesado. So let's go outside now. Vámonos. All right, we're gonna drive around the building. Hey, wait, los topes. Vamos con los topes. Come on. All right. Here you go, sir. Look at that. Ford Performance Parts. Ahí viene el short block de la mamalona. All right. She's locked and loaded. Now it's go time to take it to Houston. Bueno, Sealy, Texas. We're going to Sealy, Texas. We're going to drop off this short block illuminator. Damn it. I can't wait. Let's go. All right, guys. We are Bomberos Performance House with my boy, Boyd Portola. Check it out right here. Boyd, yes, sir. Bomberos. You got it back here? Yep. Bad Fast. Hey, we have that. Bad Fast and Boyd Bomberos family on the truck. So Boyd, what do we have here? We went and picked this up in Dallas at Summit. What is? Tell the people what this is right here from what we had.
So typically, what we usually run in your truck is like a junkyard Gen 3 Coyote, which is just completely stock. We've always ran stock stuff on the truck. It lasts typically a year, maybe a little over a year.
And we push it.
Yeah.
We go from show to show to show to show.
Yeah.
And this time, Boyd was like, Scarface, I think we need to upgrade. So, So what did we go with? What is this?
We got a Gen 3 Illuminator, and we got the NA version, so it's a 12-to-1 compression, which you won't sacrifice any horsepower. They sell a 9.5-to-1 compression, which you'll sacrifice a lot of torque and horsepower. So we don't want that. That version is built for boost, which is what you have, but the NA ones work really, really well. We put them in customer cars. I put them in my cars. I personally went 768, I think it is, in my car.
768 on one of these short blocks right here.
Exactly, same thing. Got it from Ford, dropped it in the car, stock heads, all that stuff. And the car was light, so it went fast on 25 pounds of boost. But I've been sevens on these, and I put them in multiple customer cars. Made north of 1,200 on them, no problems. So it's basically the difference between this and a bone stock Coyote is this comes from Ford Performance. It comes from a Ford plant, and it's got rods and pistons in it. So the two motors back, we had, or maybe one motor back, you kept melting pistons, and we had problems with pistons. So this last one, we had a valve train issue. In Vegas and SEMA, we dropped 2 valves. And so we've had a couple different issues, but in this scenario, what this is going to do for you is the pistons are made out of a harder material, so they're not as susceptible to heat as much, and whenever heat happens in an aluminum block, and those stock pistons, they deform, you'll have problems, and then you got a blown up motor. This one is all aftermarket, harder material. I don't know the materials off the top of my head, but it's a lot harder, and it won't deform to heat as much. So you should never have a piston problem on this deal.
Hell yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, so basically your limits on this one is 25 pounds of boost. On yours now, we probably run somewhere between 12 to 14. And yeah, so we're not even at the limit of what the motor can handle.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
So, but we already had a motor ready.
Yep.
That you had here at the shop that we were like, we're gonna run this short block, and then what did you find on it?
Yeah, so I do have a couple stock ones that I pull out every now and then, and I just kind of throw them to the side, and I don't mark them if they're bad or good. So I have a lot of bad stock ones in here, but I had one fresh stock one that looked visually like it was perfect. So I was like, no big deal, we'll just put this one in the truck, be good to go, and get the heads reworked and just bolt them on, and the truck will be on its way. Yesterday I was going to take it completely apart, take the rods and pistons out, check the bearings, just make sure it's good before we, obviously put it in the truck. And as I was rotating it over, there's a little pinhole in the sleeve.
Damn it.
So something happened to that one. That's why it got taken out. Sometimes we take them out for built motors, so sometimes we do have good stock ones sitting here, and that's what I thought it was, but it wasn't. So hit you up, told you we needed a motor, and Summit actually had this one, so it's perfect.
We actually called different places. I got like 3 different prices on stock short blocks. You know what? No. Long blocks, a complete motor. But the guy was like, one of them has like over 100,000 miles. I was like, that's a lot of miles. And then there was another one from a Mustang. The first one was from a truck. And then there was a Mustang one, and the guy's like, I can't tell you how many miles. And that's when boys said, we should upgrade. And then we were like, you know what? I'm around the block from Summit. Let's see what we can do. Illuminator was there, Illuminator. So guys, we're gonna run this on the truck, and hopefully it'll go more than a year, because it's a little bit better product than what we had.
The only thing I see like having an issue with is if you have a valve train issue again, which would not be good. But the cylinder heads, I gave them to Joe G&G, who does all my stuff now. He's very, very good. He does Freddy's stuff too. He does a lot of stuff for a lot of people in Houston. But basically, I got some heads from a junkyard and told them just refresh them. If they need new valves, if they need new anything, just make it fresh, new again.
Hey, but believe it or not, I've heard from a lot of people that these heads from these Mustangs are very good.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to go like to an off aftermarket head, right?
No. So they actually don't make any aftermarket heads for Coyotes, but you can send them out, get Frankenstein to port them, or there's a bunch of people that port the heads. But especially for what you're trying to do, you don't need that. And I've also, like I said, I went 7s on a factory cylinder.
7s.
So, yeah. So it's the factory heads are perfect. You don't have to do anything. The only thing that's worth the upgrade on the cylinder heads is the valves and the valve springs. Beyond that, the factory stuff is perfect.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, we got a good unit, put it in the truck, and hopefully last a lot longer than a year.
So right now, today's Wednesday, and I don't know how easy or how hard it will be to put this thing, but there's already like 2 events that are happening this weekend, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. But the first event that this truck is probably gonna go and perform and show out is gonna be May 3rd, Atlanta Truck Invasion.
Yeah.
We're gonna go put on a show over there, and then from there we have different shows, and hopefully we make it back to SEMA. We go back again for a second round. What do you think?
Hell yeah, we'll have a good time. That was a blast at SEMA. We had a good time.
Oh, and I brought you a little something right here because
Yeah.
we don't know how much boost. We don't never see it.
Right, we don't ever see
And
it.
now we're gonna be able to see if it stays within the range that
Yeah.
it's supposed to.
So what I've done in the past on the dyno is I've just put like one of my little gauges in the engine bay and tape it to the windshield or something just to see where it's at. This one we can put on board in the truck. You always know where it's at. And then I got to figure out an RPM gauge for you. So
Oh, yeah,
you
RPM gauge.
Basically, on these Coyotes, they do not like RPM for a long time. Like in my burnouts and stuff like that, I do some crazy burnouts on the drag strip. Everybody tells me you can't do it. I do it. I don't really have any problems. But bottom line is Coyotes don't like high RPMs for long periods of time, which is all you're doing with it. So we've set the RPM lower than we usually do on the tune-up on your truck. This go around, we're gonna raise the rev limiter
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna go too high.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do that just so you can race the truck, do whatever you want to do with the truck.
Yeah.
Because right now, when it gets in the power band and the boost built up, it shifts or it hits the rev limiter.
Yeah, real quick.
It's so low. So just so you can enjoy the truck a little bit more, we'll raise it up and then we'll put a RPM gauge in there so that you, in the burnout box, know where the RPM's at and you're not hanging out at 8,000 RPM.
And the only reason we're doing that is because we're getting a little bit better unit than
Well, you're getting more invested in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You want it to last a lot longer. You want to get your investment out of it. The stock stuff has been great. You've gotten a lot of good investment out of those.
Hell yeah.
But this should last a lot longer as long as it's taken care of correctly, which you're great on the maintenance. So we shouldn't have a problem on the maintenance side of things. We just got to keep it alive in the burnout pit. That's all.
Let's do it. Well, let's get it unloaded, and it's probably gonna stay here with you guys, and we'll get it going.
Yep.
All right, guys, we got the illuminator. We're unloading it. It's gonna go inside. Hey, you think we'll be able to open it up so they can at least check it out, see how it looks? I mean, we might not see nothing too much difference, but at least to check it out.
Yeah, well, I can point out the differences.
I swear to God, every time I come in here, there's nothing but toys. Well, not this one, but everything else. Check it out. Check it out. Everything. All these toys. Everywhere. Beautiful rides. All over the place. Ah, look at that ride. Beautiful. Yeah. Check that out. This is how it comes from the Ford factory.
Yep.
Today we have Mr. Boyd here
I've never.
joining us.
We got wood around here, so I want to say something. I need some wood.
What?
I've never had a problem with one of those cars.
No, we never have.
Oh yeah, you need to go knock on wood.
You use your head. These are very, very, very sweet motors.
Sweet motor.
All
That-
brand new.
I like that.
All
Sweet,
brand new.
sweet motor.
I mean, when you get one of these, it's clean. Except I don't know who was driving it back, kind of bounced around the box. Must have been in a hurry to get back here, but that's all we're gonna say.
Yeah.
So I see right away. This is different, right?
Yeah. So the pistons are different, and then the rods are different. So without having it on an engine bay and flipping it, an engine stand to flip it over, I can't show you that. But the pistons are upgraded and the rods, and beyond that, that's it. And it's a Gen 3 Mustang block, fresh, like no miles, brand new. And so yeah, like I said, this is a perfect motor that I give to all my customers that want to make like 1200. I want to say, I think one of the cars made like 1425.
We're gonna try to keep this girl about 8 to 9.
Yeah.
Because I think that's all we need for her.
Yeah. I mean, even then, that's a lot of horsepower. That's what we're trying to do. But like I said, since we have turbos, we can make it whatever we want.
Hell yeah! Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, they give you all like literally everything you need. You even get a nice little badge too.
Ooh, where are we gonna put that one at?
It usually goes on the valve covers.
Let's put it on the valve covers.
So I think Fernando Gordes is the one that assembled this one.
Assembled it.
Yep.
Fernando, un saludo para Fernando.
What do you say?
Hey, well, we'll put it on the valves.
Shout out to the Raza or whatever.
Un saludo para la raza. Saludo para la raza que armó el motor este que viene de Ford.
Hey, that's a good sign. At least somebody named Billy didn't go there.
Hell yeah. Check it out.
Got it real good.
Golly. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was bound to happen. She survived 3-4 more shows after SEMA when we patched her up.
Yeah. It technically blew up twice.
Yeah.
But it really did it this time. That one we can't fix. She's NA again.
Turbos are out.
She's NA.
NA. Should we leave her like that? Hell no.
Leave the exhaust right there.
We'll just leave the exhaust right there. Hell no. We're running turbos again. A lot of people tell me, just don't run turbos. Man, you're crazy. That's why this truck is called Boost Addiction, because we have an addiction to boost and we love turbos, so
That's what makes it cool.
they're going back.
Oh yeah. That's what makes it fun and cool.
The good thing is we have this motherfucker right here. The Illuminator. Ready to go back in. All right, guys, it's coming along. Little by little, pieces are coming off the truck. And we're going to run a new intake this time. That's the intake we were running from the beginning. We're actually going to change it out. And we're going to go with this Boss 302. So it's going to have a different look. Boyd was saying that we'll probably put a little bit more horsepower to it, and it's going to run cooler. So that's what we're going to be running. And now she's going up. All right, Boyd, so what is the situation right now? Does the transmission always have to come down?
No. But so usually sometimes we'll leave it in there and we'll run a ratchet strap across.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the fast way to do it, because usually when we do this, we're like, need to make the show this weekend type thing. So we'll leave the transmission in there. This go around, I personally like to just take the transmission out, just in case if the truck's sitting around and something happens, God forbid, the transmission falls, and then it's a big problem. So just take it out and make sure nothing happens to it. We'll put it back in.
And it looks like you got everything off, so it should be.
Oh yeah.
It should be coming out.
It's about to come out here in a second. I just gotta get it off the dowels. There we go.
There it is.
We'll go back a little bit. This hump in it is making it sketchy, but they rotate it. Get this up here. Okay, so now I should be able to slide back a little bit.
All right, let's check it out.
There's something attached to it.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, transmission's coming out.
So this transmission's been a little trooper.
Yeah, and then you were telling me that this doesn't necessarily need a torque converter.
Yep.
Because of the, we do burnouts with it.
Yeah. So
and not necessarily race it.
if you ever wanted to race it, it'd be beneficial to put the converter in it just to keep it in the power band, but in a higher stall so you can stall it up more. But for burnouts, you want tight converters.
Just like what it is right now in the stock.
Yep.
Here we go.
And from here, should just be able to do the motor mounts, a couple more wires, and then we can lift the motor out.
Damn it.
Make sure this thing goes.
Easily.
Easy
Easy, real quick, man. And then you do these coyotes all the time, so now you can. I was looking at you. You're doing with your eyes closed.
Pretty much. Yeah. I can do it in my sleep now. I've done quite a few, unfortunately, but it makes everything go faster.
All right, the plate is in, so we can take it out. But intercooler has to come out too because it's gonna be a little tight.
We're gonna leave the front drive on, and I'm concerned with having room since they say it's a cab forward, so we got to pull it up and then come out. And with all the front drive on there, it's gonna be really, really tight. Get rid of this, give us some extra room, and hopefully we can still clear this portion
Without taking all the pulleys and stuff off.
Right. It'd be a lot easier to take the pulleys off outside of the car. So hopefully we could do it like that and be good.
All right, and she's out.
She is out, almost. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's see the damage.
Check it out.
Oh yeah. You did her good. Oh yeah. We just ripsawed it too, all the way up.
Oh yeah?
On the motor mount and everything. Oh yeah. You did her good that time.
All right, guys. Motor is out. I think that's all the time we have for today. Boyd got a couple things to do, but we actually did want to take the motor out so you guys could check it out and then see some of the process that it takes.
Yeah, coming out is always the easiest.
So how long did it take, like, to come out? What, 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe?
Like 3.
3 hours.
Yeah.
So you think it's double to put it back in?
Maybe triple.
Maybe triple.
It's a process, but yeah, we got it out. So one step forward.
Hell yeah.
The next one.
So it's out, guys. And with this, we finished this video. You think you can hit me up when it's coming in so I can come and help you and people can see it going in, or
For sure.
maybe we can get a video of that if you guys want to see that. Make sure you guys follow Boyd. What's your YouTube channel?
Boyd Bombero.
Boyd Bombero. Look him up. Check out his racing. He has you can buy some merch.
Yep.
Give him a follow on Instagram. You have TikTok?
I do, yeah. I don't
And
really
it's all
use it
and it's all Boyd Bombero.
yet. Yeah, everything's just Boyd Bombero.
And that's how you pull a messed up coyote. And good thing we have that coyote over there.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on the next video. Ya saben que andamos por todos lados. Vámonos.